Hey guys, just going to give you a quick update here on the 260Z project I'm working on. And mostly just been working on it at nights after work and just as I have some time on weekends and stuff. But what my primary goal has been here lately is just get everything out of the car. And so I've got the dashboard out of the car, I've got everything kind of out, and I'll show you what I've been up to here. So when I pulled the dashboard, I went on and completely disassembled it because I'm not going to be using that dash. So I do have a spare dash harness out of a 260, and I've got all the relays and stuff as well. So if you guys out there need some 260Z parts, let me know. I've got some things I'm not going to be using, but we got all the relays. As you can see, somebody cut the harness, so that wasn't me that did that. Somebody actually cut all the wiring harness. So the harness in the car, the main harness, is actually gone. It's just all cut up and gone. But here's all the gauges out of the dash. I got all the gauges and the vents and all that good stuff that was in that dashboard. And so I got all that done. This car had, I can show you how many miles I had on it. So here's the speedometer. So it had 51,062 miles on it. And that might be 151,000. It's really hard to say. But that's how many miles were on it when it was evidently parked and gutted. So this is what I've been mostly working on. So I got the dashboard out of it, and I still got to get the steering column out and the pedals and all that good stuff, but pretty much I've got everything down to the firewall in the front there. And I've been stripping out the sound barrier that was attached to the floor. So all that's out, but you can see now the metal that was in this car. Still very, very, very solid. There's a few places of rust, and I've treated it with phosphoric acid, but it's just surface rust. So that white you see there, that's actually just the phosphoric acid and the little bit of rust it had there in front, but it doesn't have the heater core rust that you typically see on the transmission tunnel there. It's all really, really clean. And so this side's really, I mean, it's really solid. The driver's side has a little bit more rust, just some pinholes in the metal you can see there. So I'll be addressing that. But once again, for a Z car, this is not terrible. That's actually really, really solid car. So that's what I've been doing. I've been stripping that out. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, what I've been stripping out is this right here. You can see this this matting that's attached to the metal. It's like a rubber pad. I actually broke a piece off so I can show you here. But it's just a rubber padding that's actually adhered to the metal. And so I've just been knocking that out so we can get it all back down to the raw metal. So when I get this car into bodywork and paint, it can all be treated as one without any place for moisture to settle. So we can eliminate any future rust, hopefully. But the storage compartments are still really solid on this car. This is where my first Z was rusted out, the first one I ever got. And actually it's kind of where my 2+2 is really rusted out, if you was to think of this as the back seat area. But this is all really solid here. But that's primarily what I've been doing. But like I say, it's got parts of the harness still in it, so we still got some of the like rear defrost and the lights and stuff. But somebody cut the harness right here in this area right here. It usually comes out right here around this grommet, and it's been cut there. So I'm actually thinking about leaving that bit of sorry, I'm getting tongue twisted, that bit of harness inside the car, and then when I get ready to pull my 280Z harness through, I'll probably get something what they call a fish tape, which allows you to pull wire through. But this is all the rear wiring of the car. It actually still is here, but got all of it disconnected, and so I'm going to be just kind of getting that out of the way as well. But the only other bit of rust we got is in the rear spare tire area, but it's not bad. You know, it looks worse on camera, I think, because I haven't cleaned it out or nothing yet. But there's a little bit more rust up in this area, but still not bad. And luckily, there's our fuel tank mount right there, so it's still all solid right there above it. So that is good news. But yeah, it's just a solid car, and we want to give you guys an update on what the project's been going on here. But like I said, if you guys need anything for a 260Z as far as relays go, or any of that kind of stuff, just let me know, and because I'm not going to be using them. Like I said, I'm going to be taking everything out of a 280Z to put in this car. And so it's basically going to be a 260Z with everything 280Z, 76 280Z guts. And with a few updates in the wiring, because I'm going to be putting relay systems and fuses and all that good stuff. Because Japanese wiring, it wasn't the best, and their grounds are not real great. So we're going to be adding a lot of grounds and that kind of stuff as well. Alright, one more update for you guys here. So I've decided to go in and take a wire brush and clean up the spare wheel area here. And as you can see, I've just sprayed it with some phosphoric acid. I just put it on there and letting it kind of soak into the metal. But it actually brings out the solid metal, and it really helps preserve the rust issues. Just kind of helps with anything with rust. But I'll show you what I use here. This is what I buy. It's a gallon of it. It's called Oxygon, but you can get other brands as well. And I put it in a spray bottle, and I'll just spray it on the metal after I get it wire brushed. Because I'll probably do this one again, because you can actually go back over it again and get a little bit deeper. And I'll just use a spray bottle, spray it on, then I'll use a paintbrush to rub it in, or even you can use a paper towel even just with some gloves and get that worked in the metal. Key thing is just letting it soak and do its thing. And it's amazing what it does once it starts working there. But anyways, just want to give you guys another update. Appreciate you watching. And there'll be more here to come here very soon. Take care.